Hi, and welcome to today's success step. Our topic for the day is failure. That's right, this is a success step, and we are talking about failure. I was recently reading an article from Darren Hardy, who is the editor of Success Magazine, and let me tell you, it is well worth subscribing to this magazine. It's fabulous. Anyway, in this article, he was talking about some of the 5 things that it was required to become successful. And one of those things was failing. Now, it's interesting that a lot of us have a hard time kind of wrapping our minds around the concept of failing to success. But in fact, it is a critical step. Failure is not on the opposite end of the spectrum. In fact, it is on the direct correlation, same side of the spectrum. I'm going to share a little video or a little clip with you here. It'll show you a picture. I'm sure you're familiar with this. You've probably seen it before. This is the idea of what most people think success is versus what success really is. Now, it's a great little illustration to show you that sometimes we have to go backwards before we can go forwards. And sometimes we have to go sideways and up and down and all over the kind of place. That's the way it is. So today, this week, our challenge is going to be to fail. Find something that you can do that you're going to push yourself so hard that you have to reach failure. Now, here's some examples of what I might mean by this. If, for a lot of you, you know that I'm currently training for a marathon. Failure for me might be running so far that I can no longer run, but I have to stop and walk. Or maybe even pushing it to the point where I can't even walk without stopping and taking a break. That would be failure. What that's doing is it's pushing my body to a point where the next time I go out, I can succeed even more than I did this time. That's a great way to fail. Another idea might be to throw out a concept, something new to you, something different, something fresh, that you're just going to try it, put it out there, see how it sticks in the marketplace. Steve Jobs had a lot of failures in Apple before he actually had success with the iPod. So there are a lot of different things that you can do to fail. Now, if you have an idea of what you're going to do to fail today, I encourage you to post a comment below with what it is that you're going to do to push yourself to failure this week. I love to hear your thoughts and feedback. So please feel free to comment below, and I will see you next week. Make it amazing.